So, hello and welcome back to another episode of EU4. We're of course playing with Drakonshan, with the Anbennar fancy mod. And we're having a whale of a time. As we currently have to just clean up the Stewardship of Sorrow. Which is a bit of work of piecing out some other nonsense, but overall, we should not be too troubled. Alright. I'm not sure where your armies are, but I'm also really not scared. to put it simply, I just saw how quickly how quickly these thingies go. I just want to do something right. All of you, siege. We also have a lot of mill points, so let's quickly get rid of that. So that should last a second. You come down here, you never know. Sure, we still get these events. I'm not even sure where you're... already have 10%. This might not even take that long. If you're dropping so easily. So you guys have made your way down here. So we'll see. I mean, these guys are far more defensive in comparison. You're done as well. You might as well do all of this then. Do we want to go for a fight? I would like a fight. Technically we could jump up here. Well, yes, you also definitely need your leader. And I guess we also wait. No, but we can wait here. Be threatening on all sides. This is a fort. Okay. They might be. Okay, Gunnolo's not set yet, but we are not far away. God dang it. Siege it. There we go, that's what I wanted to. Fucking on command. Not bad, my guy, not bad. I mean, we also need you to go over here. There's a bit more fort here. Alright, you just quickly do unpleasant things to this guy. You just siege a bit more of Durup. Okay, I feel like these guys are very close to being out. Yeah. Don't need to bother myself with that. You guys go back over here. Why not? Not black flagged. Luckily enough. Now you could technically just quickly siege this province here. Then we have that done as well. Now we just need to kick you out and occupy the rest of Nudurup. Shouldn't be too difficult. Yeah, now the Vessel Swarm is also coming in. If it now technically doesn't work with the subjugation, I'm gonna be very upset. That would be just a bit goofy. Alright, you guys are done. Just go over here. These guys should have a decent chunk of aggressive expansion, but not much. I'm actually surprised how little aggressive expansion I've thrown around. I feel like it feels like I have done a lot more, but apparently not. Alright, found some armies to kill. Found some more armies to kill. I mean, are you set already? Not quite. Diplo! Oh, there we are. See, that was all stuck with building. All of these goblins. Ah, there we go, we get a bunch of stuff. Lovely. Takes long enough anyway. Okay. Now we just need to... You're not sad yet in Dugana? Lodom is also now to command. Only running around with massive stacks. You know what it is. Just casual. This one drops, lovely. Yeah, I think we are done here. And there we go. I mean, I guess the war was shorter than expected, but we do have other things to do as well. Everybody back home. You guys can, well, first of all get black flagged and then go here. That's the dumbest way to do this. Please go here and then go here. And then I'm gonna separate you. Thank you. War's over, anyway. Subjugation. This is not much. There we go. Stewardship of Thorough. Gone. New vessel acquired. False Overlord. To the southwest of Bulvar lay the lands of Ketadata, nourished by the waters of the Mother Sorrow. The region has long suffered under the rulership of the capricious cat-headed creatures stalking these lands, and their appointed governors titled as Steward of the Sorrow. Instead of bowing down to these creatures, the people of Ketadata need a rightful ruler like ourselves. We will shatter the Steward's armies and break the cat's grip on these lands. Once the system of power has been dismantled, we will incorporate these lands as a rightful part of our domain. This allows us to... Yeah, the Seas Resources thingy now does 4 people instead, which I guess doesn't really matter anymore, but it's nice. Basically we get 12 development every time we click this button. Which I guess will scale up to something, because obviously it does. With all of that trophy level. But we have something far more important. Master of the world. When our dragons roar, the world trembles. From the Divenhall to the Gulf of Rahan, all bow their heads before the lords of Drakonshan. However, there are yet more lands to conquer to the east and west, entire continents ripe for subjugation. And so we will continue. Our dragons will ride and continue to do so until all of Halan is under our rightful rulership. Overlordship, sorry. Skewered of the world. When Drakonshan was slain at Castanev, the surface races sighed in relief, thinking that Orkind was shattered for good. Little did they know that Drakonshan's horde was merely a precursor of what was to come. We succeeded where he failed, our dragon riders shattering everyone that would come to stand against them. From dwarven shield walls and elven legions to the rebel the Dareni consider soldiers. Now they all bow their heads when one of our drake riders passes by them. Yet we are not without mercy. Instead of just plundering their lands and putting their cities to the torch, we have created a strong and unified state, learning and innovating from our predecessors to keep our land safe and stable, allowing trade to flow unimpeded. Allowing trade to flow unimpeded would be the right thing, I guess. Unimpeded under the watchful eyes of our garrisons and dragon-mounted caravan wardens. We have taken the shattered pieces of Bulvar and reforged them with the flame breath of our dragons. However, our work remains unfinished. Even now our scouts are scouting along the remnants of the Golden Highway, mapping the lands beyond our domain for conquest. There are still many lands that have yet accepted our overlordship, but it's just a matter of time. Like a barbed skewer, we do not let go once we have struck through. And this particular skewer has buried itself right into the heart of Alan. Alright, what does this do? We gain subjugation casus belli on a lot of things. Oh, and now we gain, okay, the World's Master. Province Warska cost minus 25%, diplomatic annexation cost minus 25%. I see. Technically the subjugation stuff doesn't matter because we could have just done it ourselves. Right, they allow us. This one makes no sense. Alright, but like I said, we're not gonna do all of I'm not gonna do all that shit. I think we've done a decent job. Now let's talk about something that has been, like, the only thing that kind of bothers me of this mission tree, because I like the mission tree quite a lot. It has a plenty of flavor, it has its unique kind of rough-handed diplomacy, basically. In a sense, of course, we have like this little side stuff with getting our mighty cavalry up. But I think that didn't even matter that much, this whole cavalry stick. It is part of the mission, of course, of the mission tree and of the identity, but it's more like this kind of, hey, we are the big guys and we conquer and force you to become tributaries and stuff like that. I mean, the government reform itself, of course, gives that, right? And force tributary casus belli. Now, there is one thing that I feel like is kind of a little bit of a miss, because a lot of these missions say, hey, don't have tributaries. So I feel like the one thing that would have been interesting is a way to turn tributaries into vessels. And I think it would also perfectly fit their theme. Basically intimidate them to become vessels or something like that. Have like a certain amount more troops than they do, or and then spend some points to turn tributaries into vessels and such things. That probably would have made this pretty near perfect. Of course not completely perfect, because a complete perfect never really exists that easily, but pretty decent. I would have like that. Is the only kind of complaint that I have about the mission tree. Otherwise, I mean, I guess also the whole shtick with the mighty cavalry itself, because they are, of course, very rare. Obviously, they take a while to come around and do things. I've also now reached the point where I've turned everything into March, because I don't like this constant, like, this is a personal thing that does nothing to do with the mission tree. But I usually personally like taking stuff on my own, whatever it is. I just like conquering things and then having that as my domain and having control over it. But that, like I said, that's just a personal thing. Otherwise, I said, what else? Right, I want to take a look at this. I mean, we did take a look at religion already. There are some minor places that need to be done. I think we've gotten decently far, but of course, never quite done. Of this new sun cult stuff, even with 14% missionary strength. We didn't have a lot of missionaries, to be honest. I would have liked that more, but I guess the religion wasn't really important to these guys. Actually, I mean, reading through the mission tree, it feels like they definitely should stick with Dokkan. Like the whole theme is so Dokkan heavy and such things. Maybe even make it a religious thing, actually, now that I think about it. That would have been a nice, like, turning one of the vessels into, one of the tributaries into vessels could have been, like, maybe stuck to old Dokkan or something? I don't know. Maybe I'm just like, this is the thing. If I like something, I start thinking about it, how what could be improved and stuff like that. It's the same stick with when I played with Mountain Blade Warband with all of these mods, and I kind of started always going on about, hey, like this, I don't like this, and this could be improved, this could be improved. It's not because I dislike it. I want to basically work on it and improve it. But back to what I was doing before, because yeah, we did decently spirited the Dracula, and seeing that and that only being 100 actually feels quite surprising in Mighty Cavalry. But of course, we don't really see all of the exact numbers, because that list is a little bit long, isn't it? But otherwise, I don't think there's anything else to really do. We're not gonna do anything with the marches now, even if we could eat them up with the diplomatization. How much did we even get from this overall? We did get 25%. How much do we have overall? Oh, well, we actually don't have that much. Oh, it is technology cost, sorry. Yeah, 50%. Okay, we have it. Of course, the command will never drop below us. We've also established that. You guys are also very upset, but mainly because of other stuff. Okay. But anyway, I think this is the perfect end to this playthrough. So like always, like, subscribe, more shenanigans, and I guess I'll see you guys on the next playthrough. Bye!